Hey, welcome to week 5 in our first unit exam. Go ahead and listen to the video and review the page prior to taking the test. All right, so testing rules and expectations. First of all, this is a timed test. When the time is up, you are done with the test whether or not all questions are answered. You will receive no credit for any unanswered questions. The test is given in 2 parts. You may take the 2 parts, one right after the other, or you may take a break between the 2. You just need to complete both parts. Part 1 is a multiple choice exam. It has 24 questions and you will have 24 minutes. So 1 minute per question. Part 2 are short answer questions. It has 5 questions and you'll have 15 minutes. The number of questions times 3 minutes per question. And again, that's the pacing we're aiming for on the AP exam. Okay. These short answer questions will be modeled on FRQs and will use the same writing verbs. So they're not FRQs themselves, but they are modeled on that kind of writing. You may use your notes on the exam, but be aware that you want to do so judiciously. All right, in other words, you should be looking for answers that you do not know. Not for ones where you think you know the right answer, but maybe not. Okay, it takes time to look through your notes and you don't have tons and tons of time. Okay, so if you absolutely do not know, use your notes. If you're pretty sure you know, go ahead and answer and move on. All right. Your best bet, though, truthfully, is to study properly ahead of the exam so that you have sufficient time to complete the exam. And you should aim to complete it with maybe a minute or 2 left to go tops. Okay, and it's okay if you're working right up to the wire and answering that last question with less than 30 seconds to go or something like that. Okay. But your best bet is to review your notes and be properly prepared so that you can just go through and take the exam. Right? And by the way, open notes is not open internet. Do not Google test questions. Once you view a question and move on, you will not be allowed to return to that question. Be sure that you select an answer and that it is the answer you want to select, because you cannot go back and fix it before you move on. Okay. Once you're done with the exam, it will show you the answers that it will show you the correct answers for the multiple choice part only. Okay. I'm actually going to fix it so that you can look at it later as part of the test corrections thing. Okay. But you do want to go back and make yourself some notes about things that you were struggling with. So even if you end up not doing the test corrections, go back and look at the things you got wrong. Make sure you understand why the right answer is correct. Okay. For the short answer questions, I will provide personalized feedback directly on the assessment itself so you can see what you got wrong and how to fix it once it's graded. Okay. You may take the unit exam, you may retake the unit exam 1 time only. And to do so, you must complete and submit the required review activity. Okay. The required review activity will go up in week 6 so that you'll have some time to get that done. I will continue to evaluate Unit 1 content in all of the following units, so you'll have additional opportunities to demonstrate that you've mastered it. The retake will have different questions than the original exam, so it will not do you any good to go through and try and memorize answers. Okay. You may retake one or both parts. That's entirely up to you. Okay? So if you feel like you did really well on one part but not the other, then just retake the part you didn't do well on. If you want to do both, do both. Up to you. Okay? Retakes are for up to full credit, and I keep the higher score. So if you do slightly worse on the retake, don't worry about it, because I'll keep the higher score for the exam. Okay? Retakes do need to be completed, though, by the time of the Unit 2 exam. So that week of the Unit 2 exam is the last time you will have to retake the Unit 1 exam. Okay? Additionally, I will provide the opportunity for you to pick up half of the missing points on the exam by completing test corrections. So you can pick up some of your missing points without having to retest if you don't want to. Okay? Directions for that will also be up in week 6. Remember, you've got this. Do your studying, trust yourself. You'll be fine. And if not, we got a plan for that. Okay? Good luck on your exam, and I'll see you in class.